Welcome to Business Next, news and views on the latest developments of importance to Michigan's small business owners. Business Next is produced by the Small Business Association of Michigan. Your host is SBAM's Vice President for Communications, Michael Rogers.
Thanks very much. Here on Business Next, my guests and I share tips and advice on how you can become more profitable and successful in your small business operation. There's an archive of previous shows that you can listen to on all kinds of great topics, like managing your finances and handling your employees. Listen to these recordings anytime at your convenience over your PC or mobile device by going to sbam.org/radio. And you can get online alerts when new shows are available by liking our Facebook page and by following me on Twitter, MW Rogers, that's MWROGERS on Twitter. Today in Business Next, I'm catching up with another one of the great companies that was recently named a Michigan 50 Companies to Watch for 2014. It's called 365 Retail Markets. Their CEO is Joe Hessling, coming to us today from Troy, Michigan. Joe, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure.
You have an interesting business concept. Start out by telling our listeners what is 365 Retail Markets.
Well, 365 Retail Markets is a technology company, a hardware and software company based here in Troy, Michigan, and we sell our products and services to the vending, food service, and hospitality industries all across the United States and soon around the world.
Well, I think it's really interesting because when you think, at least when I think of vending machines, I don't at first blush to think of high tech. It's kind of a traditional low tech type of thing. I'm envisioning, putting your dimes into an old Coke machine and it comes sliding out. But it sounds like technology is really reshaping the industry.
That's funny you should say that, Mike. That's one of the things that when we talk about it with our customers and potential customers, we kind of like to point out the changes in the vending industry and basically how few there have been within technology. In my lifetime, I'm 43 years old, there's been two or three major changes in technology in vending. One would be the ability to take a dollar bill. The other one would be the ability to swipe a credit card. And now the third one is what we've provided here with what's called the micro market. Using our technology, customers around the world are basically replacing vending machines with these open air stores that we have using our technology to buy things from, similar to how they do at the grocery store. And they're really, the customer, the end user, is really thankful that they have had these advances in technology, whereas they didn't have them in the past.
So you called them micro markets. That's an interesting phrase. I guess it fits along with what you were noting, that people are maybe looking at vending machines in a different way than just machines that used to spit out pop bottles and bags of chips.
They certainly are. I mean, I think if you take what we do and you apply it in the workplace, which is primarily where our technology is used, you find that once you take the vending machine out and you install this new technology in this new micro market, you find that people they change their buying habits. And I don't think they're changing them just because we're there. I think that they always have them and always wanted to buy products in the way that they are with our technology, but they never really had the ability to before. Usually behind the glass, you've got a vending machine where it's holding everything. You're asked to pay for things in advance. And then once you buy them, you have to inspect them and see if you want them and if they were up to your satisfaction level. And even from then, you have limited variety and ability to pay with whatever method you prefer. But with micro market, it's basically an open air market that uses a self-checkout as a method of payment. And customers walk up, they browse, they shop as they normally would throughout their day, pick up items, examine them, look at the nutritional counts, and find out and really decide if they want to buy something. Once they do that, they walk up, scan the item as they would at a grocery store, which they're very familiar with, and pay with whatever method of payment they would like, even their thumbprint. So we really thought it out to make it real customer-centric and customer-friendly. And when you do that, you're bound to be successful. And we found that, for us, That's been one of the keys, to listen to the customer.
Where would people find your technology installed around the country?
Oh, it's almost everywhere you look. We've got over 2,500 locations across the United States. They range from manufacturing facilities to office buildings to multi-tenant buildings, hospitals, college campuses, pretty much anywhere you can imagine. Primarily what we call closed loop, meaning where there's a security guard or where there's somebody there, or just not people can just walk off the street and make a purchase. And the reason why, of course, is that there really is limited security. This is the honor system. Even though we've found that with the people are generally honest, we still want to restrict that amount of ability for people to get in that don't belong to be there.
My guest today is Joe Hessling, the CEO of 365 Retail Markets. Back with more from Joe right after this. You're listening to Business Next on the MichiganBusinessNetwork.com.